Hey guys, this is Sean Kanan. You know me better as Mike Barnes, Karate's bad boy, tournament terror. And you're listening to the Karate Kid Fanatics. And if you're not listening, then your karate's a joke.
What's going on, everybody? Today we got a very special guest, Karate's bad boy himself, Sean Kanan, aka Mike Barnes from Karate Kid 3. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, brother. Shut me on.
Yeah, so what was the point that you were like, this is the industry you want to be in?
Reverberating.
Yeah, I hear you perfectly.
Okay, all right. When did I know that I wanted to be an actor? I think pretty early on, looking for something that would allow me to kind of express myself. And growing up in a town in Western Pennsylvania, looking to past my immediate horizon. So I would say from a pretty early age, around 15, wanted to get into acting.
Yeah, so can you talk about, I've heard it, but I'm sure a lot of people haven't, you weren't the first choice, for Mike Barnes in, part 3.
I was not, actually. I went to the open call and competed against 1,500, maybe 2,000 people, and probably thousands and thousands more through casting director, and wound up hiring someone and kept him for about a week, and then they brought me back in. So I always kind of equate it to being like a second string quarterback.
Keep
in shape and keep a good attitude, sooner or later the coach puts you in the game.
Yeah, I couldn't have seen anyone else doing the role.
Thank you.
Yeah, so what was it, can you talk a little bit about, when y'all, wrap for Christmas, what happened there?
Yeah, so I love about this, and I talk about it a lot in my Cobra. We wrote for Christmas for about 2 weeks, having some pretty significant, my left eye with all the karate I was doing.
Yeah.
I had been internally a lot of aspirin bleeding. I was a Christmas Day, 1989, emergency room in Humana Sunrise Hospital in Las Vegas, fighting for my life. And they had to do emergency surgery, and it looked like I was going to be out of the film, but I just was like, that's not going to happen. And so I really fought and rehabilitated myself, and was able to not only finish the film, but do all of my martial arts stunts for the film.
Yeah. So what was it like getting to, work with Thomas Ian Griffith, who we're going to be seeing again soon? Hopefully, I know you can't say anything about yourself, but hopefully we'll see you guys reunited pretty soon.
So Thomas was great. He's a really charismatic actor, cool, nice guy, martial artist. So, I was excited to work with him. Yeah.
So what is, your favorite, scene that you got to do in the film?
I have to say it was the final turn, because, and I've said this before, I was the guy that had bought a ticket to go to the theater to see the first 2 films, The Karate Kid. And now suddenly here I am, on the set of the All Valley tournament. Is the big, the big board where they're talking about fighting who, and the seed board, I call it. And I mean, I just, there's hundreds of extras, and there were 8 cameras, I believe. It was a big event, and I was the guy, like me and Ralph, and it wasn't overwhelming. I don't want to say that, but it was exciting.
Yeah. So for the scene with your karate's a joke, was that all script, or was that improvised? Or
I remember John Appleton gave me like a couple ideas of sort of things to think about saying, but they really just kind of let me go, and that was I would say the good 95% of it.
Yeah, I love the scene where they take away a point and you just go like this, like with your hand. That one was awesome.
So I have a dear friend from my hometown named Jim Mercurio, and Jim and I were just like, we were inseparable as little kids, and whenever we would do something and get in trouble, Jim would always go, like that.
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny. So it's kind of an homage to my friend Jim. And, you know, I just thought it was something just so obnoxious, you know what I mean? And Mike Barnes, if he was anything, was obnoxious. And so it was really amazing when it made it into the film. You know, you shoot a lot of stuff that doesn't get into the film sometimes.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like a little bit of an inside joke. But
yeah. So what was it like getting to have a fight scene with Pat Morita?
Well, you know, I grew up watching Pat in Happy, so I was a big fan. Most of Pat's fighting was done by Sensei Fumio Demura, who was martial arts instructors. So it was working primarily with Sensei Demura, and then Pat would be used for more of the, you know, like the tighter close-ups.
Yeah. So talking about Studio City, I really liked your one reference in there, your telegraphing that wheel kick.
Yeah, that was.
How'd you guys get started with that project?
So Studio City is a project I've been trying to make for a very long time. You know, we've got a great team. I've got a co-creator, Jason Antonelli, and my wife, Michelle, producers and head writers, and then our director, Tim Woodward Jr. And it was just a bunch of people really pulling together and kind of make what had been a dream long reality. And we were not for 8 Emmys first year, we won one, and we're coming into Emmy season right now, and hopefully we're gonna do well. But it had been a dream of mine for a very long time to get that show made. Yeah.
So what is your can you talk a little bit about your book so, you know, the listeners kind of know, you know, what to expect from it, where they can find it?
Really excited about my new book. It's called Way of the Cobra. And it is a self-help book that is also semi-autobiographical. The book is set up so that I'm the sensei and you are in my dojo, the dojo of Cobra Life. And Cobra is an acronym formed from the words character, optimization, balance, abundance. And a Cobra is somebody that is living their best life, their most authentic self. And the tagline of the book is Unleash Your Inner Badass. And the genesis of the book was that about 3 years ago, I was in kind of a weird place. I had some significant successes. I'd had some pretty epic failures. And I was also like 35 pounds overweight. I had no prospect for any acting jobs. And I realized I needed to start doing some things very differently. And these are a lot of the strategies that I used to turn my life around. And in the course of that 1 year, once I started, you know, implementing these strategies, we got Studio City made, got nominated for 8 Emmys, won one. I co-authored Success Factor X, which is my second book. It became an Amazon new release bestseller and named 20 most inspirational books of the last 2 decades by Book Authority. And I lost 5 pounds. And, you know, I don't say that as a way, but impressing upon them possible. So these are those that I used, and I firmly believe that this book has the ability to help people transform their lives, and that's why I'm so excited to, you know, get it into everybody's hands.
Yeah. So what was it like, you know, filming the bonsai tree fight? Or bonsai.
Well, we were in Northern California, Mendocino County, and we're in this really beautiful location called Devil's Cauldron. And, you know, it was really picturesque. I mean, the water would come crashing in and the rocks up on the hill. And it was, I don't really love heights. So for me, I was like, oh, great, I get to spend the whole day basically on the side of the mountain, but it was a heck of a lot worse for Ralph.
Yeah, they're hanging.
Robin Lyman. So I considered myself lucky. But it was, it was exciting. It was fun. Yeah.
Can you talk about that picture she posted a little bit? Was that like Karate Kid 3, the one of you and Robin Lively, you have the gi on?
Oh, it's probably just took, sort of behind the scenes. Yep. Yeah, Robin's a terrific person. I've been fortunate to see her, very occasionally over the years.
Yeah.
And I actually remember taking that picture, which is strange because it was 30 some years ago. But I hadn't seen it in a really long time, and so I was really pleasantly surprised to see it.
Yeah. What was it like to be a part of that Reunited Apart, Karate Kid Cobra Kai episode with Josh Gad?
I was honored to have been asked to do it. We were in the company of some really wonderful people. It was great to see Elizabeth Shue, whom I've never met, but big fan of hers, and to see some of the other people I haven't seen in a very long time. It just amazes me and humbles me that after all of these years, a role that I did 30 some years ago still a level of relevance and interest with the public.
Yeah. I don't know if you can remember or not, but there's like a picture of you like doing like a split or something. Do you remember filming that?
Oh, when I'm using the leg structure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it hurt.
Yeah. I do. That was painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the training sequences. Training with
yeah. So filming that scene in the dojo where Miyagi throws you through the lights, I don't know if you heard about it, but they referenced that in season 3.
What did they say? I saw it, but I don't remember the reference.
Yeah, because Miyagi threw you through the lights, and it has Sam throwing one of like the stunt guys through the lights.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, cool. Listen, I love every time they do little homages and tips to the original films.
They did the hit with the book one too, like where someone got hit with a book too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's the great thing about Josh and Hayden and John. I mean, they're just huge fans of the original film, and so they know them so well that it's great to see when they do kind of like a little callback.
Yeah. So what was it like, working on The Bold and the Beautiful?
Bold and Beautiful was a great experience. And
yeah.
The show is in the records as being the most syndicated show in history. It was interesting that, in a very short amount of time, I became known worldwide. So popular countries, and it afforded me the opportunity eventually to go and work and eventually live in Italy. So it's been a wonderful part of my life.
Yeah, I saw like a flyer from like the Karate Kid 3 rap party. Do you remember anything about that?
The Karate Kid 3 rap party.
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember it. I don't know where it was. Yeah. Well, you probably know more about it than I do.
Yeah.
What was it?
It said something about like, like something about like a softball game or something.
A softball game? Not really.
So I can't remember. It's been like, I remember like William Christopher Ford like posted a flyer or something like that he still had.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah. So what was your training like, I guess you trained with Pat Johnson, getting ready for the film.
Right. I mean, I had studied Japanese karate for several years prior to getting to film, and then over the years, I've studied kind of a smattering of different times in my life. But yeah, training with Pat Johnson, I mean, the legend. The guy was in Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a world class martial artist and teacher. And Pat was when Pat spoke, you listened. I was not the sort of disciplined guy you see in front of you now. I was a bit of a wild child at times, and he was the perfect guy to keep me in line.
Yeah, I've seen some of like the Karate Kid original, like him training them, and he's like yelling at them like they're in the army.
Oh yeah, Yeah. Yeah. Pat's tough, but you know what? He's also a wonderful guy.
Yeah. So yeah, what was your what was it like filming that ending scene of Karate Kid 3, the kata?
when Mike Barnes was confused by the kata.
Yeah.
If you want to know the truth, I was like, oh my God, come on. How am I
Yeah.
going to be confused by a kata? You know what I mean? I mean, that definitely required a little acting. I was like, what the hell's going on? I mean, I just, but listen, that's, that was the story.
Yeah. Yeah. There was something he had that you couldn't counter.
That's right. He did have some.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. What is your next dream role, like maybe like, going forward?
Well, I'm very much looking forward to doing season 2 of Studio City, which we should be doing later this year. I just finished a film. That's why my hair's so short right now. I had a mohawk. Doing a film with Bruce Willis, which was really exciting, called Killing Field. And right now, probably the next big thing that I'm going to be doing is promotion for Way of the Cobra, and we're going to have an incredible Way of the Cobra website with, it's going to be interactive. It's going to have all sorts of videos that are geared towards inspiration, and really looking forward to that. So that's going to take up a pretty significant amount of my time over the next month or so. And I don't know, I don't always know what's next. Sometimes things just kind of appear.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was great to see you like in that flashback scene in season 3.
That was fun. Yeah.
You tied that in was awesome.
Thank you. That was great. I was very, very honored to be a part of that.
Yeah. So yeah, like what is your favorite role that you've been able to be a part of so far?
I find something special about almost every role that I've ever had.
Yeah.
Karate Kid 3 obviously is probably what I'm most recognized for, other than my work on General Hospital and For Bold and Beautiful. But for me, having had the injury, coming back from it, that's what makes the movie so special to me.
Yeah.
I would also say that playing Sam Stevens on Studio City, knowing everything that it took to get that made, it's a character I created. So that's really special too.
Yeah. Do you direct Studio City?
No, all the episodes are directed by Timothy Woodward Jr., who is just a terrific director and our showrunner. But he directs all of them.
Yeah. So what are some, shows you've watched and movies you've watched during like the whole, COVID quarantine?
Oh my God, I've watched so much stuff. It's crazy. I always joke that if somebody ever checked out my my Netflix history, they think I'm insane, because I love watching serial killer stuff and documentaries and things like that. I've watched so much stuff. My wife and I watched the entire 12 seasons of Criminal Minds. So many different things. One thing we like is Goliath with Billy Bob Thornton and William Hurt. I've binge watched so much stuff. It literally melds together, and I can't remember. Like a lot of people, I mean, we all watched a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Did you get to keep any props from Karate Kid 3?
I kept the gi.
Yeah.
And just didn't really understand at the time what a kind of, special piece of memorabilia that would be. And I remember I gave it to some little kid. I just gave it away.
Hey.
I know.
It's probably on, who knows where it is now.
Right. Who knows where it is? Did I keep anything else? I don't really think so. A lot of photos, a lot of photos of backstage and behind the scenes sort of stuff. I think the biggest thing that I kept from my time there was, friendships. I mean, to this day, I'm still friends with William Christopher Ford. I'm very friendly with Billy Zabka. I don't get to see Billy a lot, but he's somebody that I really like. Who else? Like I said, I mean, I've seen Robin and I've seen Ralph, several times over the years. Daryl Vidal from The Karate Kid is my martial arts teacher. Daryl trains me in Filipino stick and knife fighting, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to go see Daryl next week. So those are the things that for me are the most special.
Yeah. So like when it comes to, your acting career, what do you want to be known for? Like not like a particular role, but like, just like, I don't know how to really explain, like what is your goal to like maybe like impact certain people or, something like that?
When I acting as a young guy, I thought I would be an actor, a way to express myself. In reality, I've gotten older, I've realized for a reason that I got into acting is to hire people. And my sincere hope is that some of the work that I've done or some of the work that hopefully I'll do in the future will be able to profoundly inspire somebody and help them with their life. I want to be respected as a guy, a serious actor that's able to do drama, and just keep on keeping on. I love what I do. I love acting. There's a whole aspect of it that is kind of like playing. There's a lot of preparation, but when you're actually there, it's still fun for me after 30-some years.
Yeah. Is it tougher to do like soap operas because there's so much dialogue?
Well, they definitely have their own specific set of challenges. Voluminous amounts of dialogue. I mean, it's certainly not uncommon to have to know 25 pages a day, and that's a lot. It moves very quickly. I think every medium, whether it's theater, film, television, or daytime television, is different pros and cons.
Yeah. So what is like some of the differences? Because I know, like you said, you filmed a movie recently, like, with COVID going on, what's some of, precautions and, different stuff y'all are having to do now?
Well, there's a whole bunch of protocol that goes on set filming during the pandemic. When I was doing the film in Puerto Rico, I think we were tested every 2 or 3 with, the nasal swabs, testing before I got on the plane, testing after I got on the plane, masks, social distancing, all of that stuff other than what we were actually filming. And they were about it, as were we when we were filming Studio City. We had to have a doctor on set. We had to adhere to a lot of very specific rules to ensure everybody's safety.
Yeah. Is there any other upcoming projects that you can talk about?
Not right now, not at the minute, not at the moment, but I do have another possibility of doing another film. I'm waiting to see if that's going to come to fruition. Like I said, I need to take some time and really focus on promoting the book right now.
Yeah. So what's your advice, for anyone wanting to get in the industry, whether it's acting, writing, or, anything like that?
Be very sure that it's what you want to do.
Yeah.
There are a lot of other easy ways to make money if that's what you're looking for. And if you're looking for that, then you shouldn't do it anyway.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think that you need to treat it seriously. There's a famous book by Uta Hagen called Respect for Acting, which means, it's not just kind of, hey, I think I've got an interesting personality, therefore I'm going to be a good actor. That really doesn't necessarily have a lot to do with it. There's specific things that one needs to learn to be, an effective consummate actor, and it requires training. It's a skill. And I would say that definitely, do a good acting class, and work hard. Do theater when you can. Try and expose yourself with many different things. Learning another language, things like that, because you never know what kind of character you're going to be asked to play. And very diverse, wide range of knowledge allows you the opportunity more quickly with any part that you might play that's sort of outside of your wheelhouse.
Yeah. So yeah, like, is there any like funny behind the scenes stories that you can remember of Pat Morita?
No, I don't really remember any super funny stories about Pat. I mean, he was just funny, period.
Yeah.
You know, more than anything, I remember that he was very warm and kind to me. You know, it was the new block, and that meant a lot to me. To be honest, I mean, there weren't a whole lot of super crack up moments on the set. There was a lot of work to be done. You know, it was imperative to learn all the choreography so nobody got hurt. I mean, there was a level of seriousness to it for sure. And you got to remember, I was a very, very new actor, and they weren't probably 100% sure that I was going to be able to completely pull it off. And so because of that, they you know, when I mean, the producers were really, they kind of rode herd on me to make sure that I was doing what I needed to do. And you know what, that's okay. That was good, because it really taught me a lot about how to conduct on set. You remember too, and television, there's a completely different vocabulary used a lot. That has to do with lighting to camera angles. So, you know, I was hearing all sorts of stuff that I didn't really know what it meant right away, and I had to kind of quickly, you know, acquire a lot of knowledge that I didn't have walking into the door.
Yeah. So yeah, like, you know, with, you know, you had John G. Avildsen directing that movie. You know, is there anything that you can remember that he helped you out with that helped you, you know, become a better actor?
Well, I mean, the first and biggest thing is giving me this role. I mean, you can't buy the type of experience that you get to work at a major studio at a young age. I mean, that's just incredible on the job experience. Working with, you know, Johnson was Academy Award winning director. I mean, Rocky, he directed The Karate Kid. So just being around them and learning, you know, starting to sense for what different camera lenses do, what, you know, finding your light. Like, there's a very technical side to it from, you know, emotional aspect. And, you know, they're both critical. And so I would say that's the gave me.
Yeah. What was it like going from, like, you know, just your, like, a normal person to being a celebrity?
Well, you know, it didn't come with a book, like with a handbook. And so I made a lot of mistakes. I was a young kid. I was kind of the first time I'd made some real money, and, you know, people who I was. And, you know, I like to think that I was always a pretty nice guy and a decent guy, but, you know, there were, I got a little carried away with, you know, I'm this kind of small town boy. I'm out in Hollywood, but I think it's that I was able to go through a lot of that to experience it, because later in life, I don't feel the need to do a lot of that sort of crazy stuff, because I've done it. But it was definitely, you know, it was a little strange.
Yeah. So in the All Valley tournament scene, when you, like, kicked Daniel in the nuts or whatever, how did y'all, like, have to choreograph that so you didn't actually, like, was he wearing a cup or?
I mean, he probably was wearing a cup. I also got pretty good control.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was fairly confident. I was fairly confident. I don't know if kicking me in the nuts. I'd want to know they're 100% confident.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I just want to thank you for coming on today. It was great to be able to speak with you.
Hey man, it was my pleasure, and I really hope you'll check my book out. You can
Yeah, I already pre-ordered it. Yeah.
wayofthecobra.com, and the book is at the printers, and I will have them probably in about 2 weeks. Cannot wait to get them shipped out to everybody and hear what everybody thinks. From the bottom of my heart, I know this book has the ability to help and inspire people. And I say thank you so much to all the Cobra Kai Karate Kid fans. You guys are the best fans in the world, rivaled only by soap opera fans. I gotta level.
Yeah, I understand that.
I'm humbled, man. Thank you so much, and thank you for taking the time. I hope you and your family stay safe, and I want to wish you all the best.
You as well. Where can people find you on social media, real quick?
You can follow me on Instagram, Sean.Kanan, or Twitter at Sean. And of course, I'm going to announce it, but keep your eyes out. There's going to be a Way of the Cobra website that's going to be coming out, and I think you'll love it.
Perfect. Thanks for coming on again.
Take care of yourself. All the best.